Hi there everyone, welcome to another ORAS Wi-Fi battle. As you can see, I'm back on BattleSpot for some VGC, and this battle was one of the most insane VGC battles I have ever had. My rating at the time was 1765, and this guy was 1875 something. He was a full 100 points or more higher than me. I was like, oh dear god. And he's someone from Japan, so you know he means business. Looking at that team, I was like, great, so we got mainly special attacking bulky mons, so Volcarona will do quite well here, but damn, this was an intense battle, and Arceus and Lord Helix, in their combined powers, came to me in this battle. You will see. This is a 20 turn VGC battle. Pretty epic one. So I have no idea what his name is, but he leads off with Gardevoir and Thunderous. I lead off with Meowstic and Volcarona. Now I wasn't sure whether I should go for the Safeguard or straight for the Light Screen, but I figured with the Gardevoir and that Hyper Voice, I'd best try and reduce as much damage as possible and go straight for that. I go for Quiver Dance with Volcarona, and surprise surprise he taunts Volcarona. Perhaps he knows, I assume with his experience, he knows that Volcaronas usually like to do some non-attacking moves. But I was able to get the light screen up, reducing the damage of this. Still hits Meowstic pretty hard though. But yeah, now he goes straight for the taunt on Meowstic. However, I do have the Mental Herb on there. So lucky me, I was able to get the Safeguard and the light screen off. The best possible combination against a Thunderous. Since he taunted Volcarona, I go straight for the Struggle Bug. Lower their special attack, stop them from being a threat in any way. Completely shuts down special attacking Mon, this Volcarona does. I wouldn't be surprised if he'd switch Gardevoir here, and he does. We can see that Hyper Voice did very little. And in comes Chansey. I'm thinking, oh, that kind of sucks, I'm going to have to switch in Metagross here. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to kill it with special attacks. It's no doubt holding Eviolite. I did want to go for the Thunder Wave on Gardevoir, but I was taunted, so I'm going to have to switch out Meowstic here. So I decide to switch out here, because Meowstic is taunted, and I need to get in a physical attacker for the Chansey. Since the taunt wore off, I decided to go for Quiver Dance, but he really doesn't want me to do that, and prevents me from doing it again. And unfortunately, here comes the Minimize. Here I'm thinking, oh god, there goes the battle. Yep, this absolutely sucks. With Metagross here, I think I Mega Evolve straight away and go straight for the attacking move. Yeah, I wanted to try and take out the Thunderous. I did not want it to be able to attack me. But he protects and blocks both of my attacks and gets a Minimize off. Very upsetting. Wow, I'd be lucky if I could ever hit this Chansey now. I do have the accuracy boosting Hone Claws on my Metagross, but considering it has 2 Minimizes up and I think it's going for a third, I'm pretty much out of luck. I decide to keep going for the Fiery Dance on the Thunderous. I really do want to take that out before the Safeguard wears off. I do get the special attack boost, but unfortunately it eats a Citrus Berry. And this evil Chansey just going for Minimize. It's now at max 6 evasion or whatever it is. And yeah, the Safeguard wears off and he goes straight for the Thunder Wave. I thought he might do that, so I went for the Quiver Dance here. And of course I did try to Meteor Mash the Chansey, but that evasion. I was able to get the Quiver Dance up, so that's great. I should now be able to one-hit KO the Thunderous. He goes for a taunt, and we can see that that's a Seismic Tossing Chansey, which is very unfortunate. I think those are exclusive to previous gens, so yay. I am able to take out the Thunderous, which is excellent, but he goes for a Toxic on Volcarona. Very unfortunate. Maybe Volcarona would have been able to outwall the Chansey if I did not get poisoned. A miracle happens and I'm able to get the hit off on the Chansey, but looks like it's going to be a 2-hit KO, and considering, you know, how hard it is to hit once a person's at max 6 evasion, I'm pretty much buggered here. I go for Struggle Bug, which of course the Chansey avoids, and I'm able to hit Cresselia for super effective damage, lowering that special attack too, which is great. Psych Up! Oh no. It psyched up the Chansey and copied its evasion stats. So I've got 2 Pokemon I'm facing, both with recovery, both with max evasion stats. And of course I'm gonna miss. Here I'm thinking this game is just over. There's no way I could possibly win this now. What an arsehole. No wonder his score is that high. I mean, the only way I could possibly win is if I were to get a critical hit and, you know, be able to hit the Chansey. But the chances of that are 1 in a million now. But lo and behold, Lord Helix and Arceus both smile upon me, giving me that critical hit. And beating that evasion hack. Taking out that Chansey. If I'd been unable to take out the Chansey, the game would have been over right there. However, Metagross's HP is far too low now. It probably won't survive a Hyper Voice, even with the reduced special attack stat here. Luckily, I was able to hit the Cresselia again, though. These are his last 2 Pokemon? Yes, his last 2 Pokemon. Both with lowered special attack now. Down goes Metagross. Volcarona still hanging on, but the toxic damage is racked up enough to take it out. Volcarona did his job, sorry. Was able to lower their attack. Now Milotic, who's bulky enough, and Meowstic, should be able to take these guys out, hopefully. I get the Safeguard up, because I know Cresselia usually like to have Toxic. And as long as Milotic doesn't get Toxic, I should be fine here, for I have Coil, the accuracy boosting move. I should be able to catch up with the Cresselia's evasion, and be on equal footing with it. With that reduced special attack, the Psychic does almost nothing to Milotic with the leftovers. I'm now able to get a light screen up as well, so now all these special attacking moves are gonna do nothing to me. Here I figure, let's get rid of the Gardevoir. Don't really need that thing to be around anymore. Going for Ice Beam, perhaps trying to get that freeze hacks on me. But yeah, Meowstic has Thunder Wave, but I figure I don't want to paralyze that Cresselia in case I want to induce it with another status from Milotic. I allow my Meowstic to go down here, not much he can do otherwise, and I'm able to take out Gardevoir. At +1 accuracy, Hydro Pump has 100%, but I'm going to need to get up a few more coils if I want to hit the Cresselia. And I doubt a Hydro Pump would be able to one-hit KO it anyway. So, I'm going to go for Coil here, of course. I'm going to have to go for it a couple of times. Coil is a brilliant move on Milotic, especially considering the inaccurate moves that Milotic can learn. I put a bit of I put lots of HP investment into this one, a bit of defense, and what's the other one? Bit of defense and special attack. Tiny bit of speed as well. This is modest Milotic. Lucky for me, I get the special defense drop, which activates my competitive here. I am absolutely amazed at how this battle is going. I've got a few coils up now. So here I decide to go for Hypnosis. I'm not sure how our evasions are matching up here, but with the coils I was able to put that thing to sleep. And now that it's asleep, I can go for another coil just to make sure I have enough boosts, because I'm still not sure if a competitive boosted Hydro Pump will take it out. Those things are very bulky. And if it doesn't take it out, I could just put it back to sleep with my Hypnosis then. And lucky for me, he stays asleep, and I'm able to get another Hydro Pump off. all while restoring my HP. The Hydro Pump connects, and I am able to take out the Cresselia. This put me up to 1785 on the rankings, 5th place in the UK's VGC doubles. I was very amazed. This was a very hacksy battle, and that is why I'll probably never get a score higher than what I have now. I don't use Protect, and I don't use Evasion tactics, nor do I use any of those top 12 Pokemon. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.